Write 739.96 correct to the nearest whole number. And so here we have 739.96, and our goal is to write this correct to the nearest whole number. What we're gonna do is we're gonna circle 9, and then we're gonna underline this 9 here. Next, we say, okay, is 9 greater than 5? And certainly 9 is greater than 5. So that means that we round up. So this is gonna be 9 plus 1, right? 9 plus 1. And 9 plus 1 is definitely 10. So this becomes a 0, right? So this 9 becomes a 0. And then when this 9 becomes a 0, what ends up happening is we add 1. So we add 1 to this 3. And so when we add 1 to this 3, this 3 becomes 4, all right? And so what we have here is we have 7, 4, and 0 because the 9 becomes a 0, and we eliminate the 9, 6 at the back. So again, let's go over it. We circle 9, we underline this 9. Since 9 is higher than 5, that means that we round up. So this 9 will be added to 1, and then 9 plus 1 is 10. So this 9 turns into a 0, and we carry the 1 over. So this is going to be plus 1. So we have 3 plus 1, and 3 plus 1 is definitely 4. And so we have 7, 4, because this turns into a 4, and 9 turns into a 0. So this is going to be 7, 4, 0, and this is the answer. All right, so 739.96 correct to the nearest whole number is 740. Next, we need to write 739.96 correct to one significant figure. So we have 739.96, and we have to write it correct to one significant figure. Now, 7 is the first significant figure, 3 is the second significant figure, 9 is the third significant figure, 9 is the fourth significant figure, and this is the fifth. But 7 is the first significant figure, so we're going to circle 7. Next, we underline 3. And since 3 is less than 5, we cannot round up. And so we just left with 7. And this 3 turns into a 0, the 9 turns into a 0, and we drop off, or we eliminate 9, 6 at the back. And so we just have 700. Next, we need to write 739.96 correct to one decimal place. Correct to one decimal place. And so what we need to do is we have 739.96. And since we have to write it correct to one decimal place, we're going to look at this 9, and this because this 9 is the first number behind the decimal point. And so we circle this 9 and we underline the 6. Once this number is 5 or greater, and in this case it's 6, and 6 is greater than 5. So since it's greater than 5, we can add 1 to 9. So this is going to be 9 plus 1. Now 9 plus 1 is 10, so this 9 becomes a 0. And so since this 9 becomes a 0, what that means is, remember, 9 plus 1 is 10. So this 9 becomes a 0, and then we add 1, right, to this 9. Because it's 10, so this 9, when we do 9 plus 1, 9 plus 1 is 10, so this 9 becomes a 0. Then we carry the 1 over, so it's going to be 9 plus 1. And 9 plus 1 is also 10 again. So this 9 becomes a 0, and then we add 1, 2, 3. And so it's going to be 3 plus 1. And so what we end up having is 7. And then we have 3 plus 1, which is 4. Remember, this 9 is 0, and this 9 is 0. And so it's 740.0. And so we drop off this 6 because we only want to write it correct to one decimal place. And so the answer here is 740.0. And that's the answer to this question.